Farming Simulator 25 here on Zielonka, our pigs and veggies run. So I brought the stuff over to start doing some planting and some harvesting. But first I wanted to look into precision farming. So I did borrow more money. Is it the max? No. I think I have kind of determined that I'm just going to borrow as much as I need to kind of get everything started. So I want to go in here to precision farming and no, excuse me. What can I select? So they get, I think this is mostly the same from last year. But I don't know why I can't select the field. Secret. Okay, so they might have taken it away. You used to be able to click on the field and do all your soil sampling. Maybe you can't do that anymore. Is that in the help? Soil sampling should be at the top. Determine this can be done device, which is don't have a soil sampler. You can also buy the data from the menu. Click on the field icon, precision farming screen, and select purchase. Okay. So it says I should be able to. I just can't seem to. Oh, there we go. So you had to click over the number. Purchase. How much is that? Okay, that's not too bad. So let's go ahead and purchase all of our information. About 1,000, more than about 1,000 a piece. See, our overall score is already going up. Okay, so we're at 56 overall score, which is odd because these are all 50s. Oh, there it goes, 58. So details. Soil sampling is all the way up. Tillage is about half. Everything else is about half. Looks like most of our stuff is loamy sand, which is okay. I think that's not too bad. Some silty clay, which isn't great. Sandy loam, I think, is okay. Best is loam, which is right here. That means 18 might be a good field to get later on. Because if this will probably continue, and at least portion of this should be loam. But all in all, not too bad. There's no loam up here either, but you know, is what it is. I wanted to do that before I started this because this says no tram lines detected. But I'm going to see if I just have the worker do it. If that does anything. So what I'm planting canola. Was he going to start in the middle? I think I had him start in the middle. Okay, or just let him go. See if the tram lines get planted. If not, I'll have to change some wheels or something later on. So, for now, I'm going to go over here and turn it back on. do some harvesting. And make sure, oh, I don't want to do that. Lower. There we go. So this oat, there's a few things I can think about doing with it. I could just sell it, make a little bit of money back. Since it's not useful for the pigs, they don't take oats at all. It's not in any of their foods. I could buy the flour mill and make flour out of it. I don't think that'll be a good way to go, just because if I do that, then the only way to keep making money on flour is to obviously continue to purchase it. Not continue to purchase it, continue to feed to it. And for now, I think I want to see how much I produce for the pigs, and I don't really want to use any of the crop for anything else at the moment. This is canola. It is. Did I not look at that field? I mean, that's not too bad. 64,000, I can get some canola now. Sorry about that. A little quick skip in there. I got a call that I was a little confused about. I think it was a spam call. But anyways, what I was contemplating buying this field, and I mean, I'm gonna get some canola from over there. I'm planting canola there. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go for it. I think when it comes down to it, I'm gonna need as many fields as I can get. So let's go ahead and purchase that field. Let's go to precision farming. Purchase that. And yeah, when we're done with this, we can go ahead and harvest the canola field. So I think we're gonna be pretty good when it's starting out with different crops and things. One thing I will have to plant this year is some grains, because that's the only thing we're really not going to have. I mean, obviously I'm getting oats now, which is kind of a grain, but it doesn't count for the pigs. So kind of getting back to what we're going to do with the oats, I think it makes the most sense just to sell it off, make a little bit of money back. I mean, with me purchasing all these fields, I can pretty much buy as many fields as I want right now. The only issue with that is I can keep borrowing money and keep purchasing fields. But obviously the more I borrow, the more I'm going to have to pay back every month. So it could be a little bit of time before I can really start making money if I go too crazy with it. So I think for now, I'm going to stop buying fields, save a little bit of money that way. I'm going to hold on to the money that I have in the bank at the moment, just in case there are things I need to buy, just to the end of the month. And then at the end of the month, I'll probably pay it all back, and kind of play around with it that way. And then if I need to borrow more later on, like I said, there's really no restrictions with this playthrough, so I'll probably do that. And yeah, just kind of keep moving forward, letting the pigs grow up and trying to make some good money. I think I do want to put down a manure heap, since I'm getting straw from here for this. I think it probably makes the most sense for now just to get a like a wagon, forage wagon, to pick up the straw. then hopefully, you know, I won't be getting a lot of straw right now. It's just this field essentially. So hopefully that's enough for them to use for the year. If not, it's not a huge deal. I could always buy more if I think it's useful. When it comes to fertilizer, like I said, I want to use manure from the pigs. People almost saying cows, the pigs. I want to use manure to use to fertilize the fields as well as the slurry. So I'm going to have to get some implements for that as well. So I have to think about that when it comes to the money. But that should save us on fertilizer costs a little bit. And I think they updated some of those implements to where, so like the slurry, for instance, it's essentially like a liquid add. It has sensors on it, so it adds just the right amount of nitrogen depending on what is needed. So yeah, I mean, I haven't, this is the first time playing precision farming on FS25. I played it quite a bit on FS22, so I'm interested to see what all the differences are. But just like a forewarning, I haven't done it before, so there's almost definitely going to be some mistakes. Hopefully I can kind of show you my mistakes and teach you if you want to play yourself, so you don't make the same ones. But yeah, I am definitely going to make some mistakes when it comes to precision farming stuff. Some of the new things. When it comes to weeding and all that, I'll probably just get spot and seed sprayer. I'm assuming they have that again. You get the most value for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the money to do it right out of the gate, but that would be the plan in the long run. I do one more headland here, and then I'll probably just go back and forth for the last few rows. I'm wondering if you make the tram lines, so like the planting, I wonder if they just plant everything and you just like physically make the tram lines by destroying crops and going through and I guess fertilizing your field, maybe. When I pulled up to the field, it said no tram lines set, but I couldn't find anywhere where it said to set them. So I might have to look into that and see what I want to do there. Wonder if we're gonna get this whole. We might get this whole field within without having to empty. Obviously getting a little bit less yield here on this road because it's where the tram line is. It looks like he's just about done with his headlands. I think I'll probably have the Massey work the field itself for the canola field while I transport our oats to wherever we want to sell them. It's probably not the best time to sell them right now either, but I'm not going to worry about storing them and then selling them off later. I think I'm just going to sell them off now. It's not really going to be that big of a difference when it comes to money. So I don't know if this is, I don't think this is a mod. Maybe it's precision farming, but that in the top left, the info box, some interesting info there. Kind of tells you how much we're making compared to, you know, how much we can make. So we're making about 71% profit off of it, or not profit, but 71% of what it could be. yield, I guess is the way they describe it. And that's just because, you know, I didn't do anything to this field. It was already ready to harvest when I bought it, so there's no point in worrying too much about what was done to the field since I didn't have control over it. So we're just get what we get, and you know, got some straw from this field and a little bit of cash, so it won't be too bad. It's nice that we have a harvester purchased already, so obviously we can upgrade when it comes time. These long fields are probably reserved for some of the root crops, which I don't think I'm going to need too much of, even with more pigs. With it only being 5%, this small field is honestly probably pretty good for the pig's sake. Okay, one more row. See if I can get it all in one row. Alright, sorry about that. I lost the sound for some reason. I had to kind of quit out of the game and come back in. I don't know what happened there. But seems to be working now. Hopefully everything is, sound and everything is working okay. Streamlabs, it looks like it is, so hopefully that's good news. Yeah, so let's finish up this oat field. And just because my tractor is currently working, I am going to go throw this in the silo for now, just so I can kind of get a worker started harvesting on the canola. I can get over there. If I can beat my tractor, I cannot. Alright, I'll let you go. Maybe. Actually, no, the trailer's right here. Just load it. Is it going to be high enough? Barely. Trailer's a little too big for this harvester, to be honest. All right. Stop crashing into things. He's got one more row to do, one more headland. Bring this guy over to get some canola. I wonder if canola has... No, I think they added straw swath to soybean, maybe? I'm not sure about that. Alright, so... What are we doing? We're doing this one. Okay, it didn't look like it was the right field. Start with headlands, everything looks good. Just gonna readjust, I guess. All right, you are finishing. I'm gonna finish it up. You can see as soon as I take over, it starts destroying crops. is interesting. Start. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out with the tram lines how to get that to work, because it looks like you need to have it defined. Because what it would do, and I think this is how it works in real life, is what it would do is it would, in the rows where you have the tram lines defined, it will not plant. So it'll just like turn off those little rows in all those sections and not plant during those. So when everything grows up, you have those nice tire marks for you to drive your tractor through without destroying crops. Because I think in real life, even if you have the like narrow tires, I mean, it's not going to do nothing just because you have slightly more narrow tires. I mean, you're still driving over crops and things. It's still going to destroy a little bit. So the tram lines is definitely more realistic when it comes to that. Get this last little bit. All right. Fold that up. So we're not going to do any more canola than just this field, since we're going to have 2 harvests this season and another one in the next. So that's enough canola. I want to go get this oat sold. Where should we sell to? Prices. Oats. $4.63 at the farmer's market. Let's go ahead and tag that. It's not too far away. Down close to the starting farm. I'm going to need to get something to pick up the straw so I can drop that off for our pigs. And then I need to build a manure heap for the pigs. And I think that'll be it for August. Yeah, then we can move on to the next month. Probably do some more harvesting. Probably do some fertilizing or something to the canola field. And starting in September, we can start planting things like wheat and barley too. I'll probably do wheat. I think the difference between wheat and barley is negligible. I always end up doing barley because, I don't know, I guess at one point it's negligible, but like the barley always seems to be higher, so I never actually end up doing regular wheat. So I think I'm just going to do wheat. It's not going to be much of a difference. Oh, jeez. What was that? It's not that big of a bump. It is a little weird seeing all the fields with these lines running through them. But I guess the tram lines probably make more sense. I mean, it depends on the size fertilizer you have. So maybe you set them up when you do fertilizing, or it automatically does it based on the fertilizing implement that you have. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Alright, let's see how much we get. Not too much. About 20, actually 2,900 exactly. With the extra $52 from the environmental score. Sorry about that. Had a interruption walking to the room. But what was I doing? So I want to get this back to the store. Well, I want to get back to the farm ultimately, but I'm just going to drop it here at the store real quick. And pick up Where are they? Forge wagon. Let's just do the small one. We can upgrade later, but it's the cheapest. We're gonna stay cheap. We're gonna stay small because we don't have that much straw to begin with. Yeah, and just kind of conserve money as much as I can until I figure out how, you know, how much is coming in. Because, yeah, I really don't know how much we're going to be getting from pigs and things. And it'll be sell them at, so 24 months they get to their highest price. Obviously, since they eat a lot of food, they're pigs. It's, you know, where the saying comes from, eat like pigs. Anyways, they eat a lot of food, so, you know, holding on to them longer than needed is not ideal. So essentially, once they get to the highest price, even though they stay at that higher price for, you know, I forget how many more months, it's more beneficial to sell them off early so they eat less of the food. However, at 25 months, which is just 1 month past that point, oh, is that guy already done with that field? Wow, that was pretty quick. Yeah, he's all done. What was I saying? Yeah, so at 25 months, you get a, losing my train of thought, sorry. They reproduce again. So yeah, they reproduce at the 25th month. So I might as well wait, get that one extra pig, and then I'll try this over. Yeah, I feel like getting one extra pig, whether it's sold off or whether it's, you know, stays in there to be raised, is definitely worth a little extra pig food for 1 more month. So my plan is once the pigs get to 25 months old is when I'm going to sell them off. So that is 2 years and 1 month away. So September of the 3rd year will be when I sell off my first set of pigs. The ones that, the 60 pigs that I just bought, since they're essentially 0 right now. So I'm just going to put the canola in here for now. I want to see how long it takes for the pig food to go down. Curious, how much does this hold? Does it say? Okay, let's see if I can look at it this way. So silos, is it this one? Yeah, that's that one. So 400,000. It's not a huge amount, but it should be pretty good for us. I want to go, forgot the trailer over here. I don't know if I really need that trailer, to be honest. Because, I mean, everything is pretty well open now that I got it here to begin with. But for now, I'm just going to plop that on there. Hook up to it. And let's just leave the harvester here for now. Is that a windmill? It is a windmill. That's pretty cool. Interesting if you could buy this. Doesn't look like it. Huh. Is it on the map? Yeah, it's not not farmland that you can buy. But yeah, that's interesting. All right, let's get our straw up. Yeah, I think it'll be really cool when we start doing the tram lines. I'm excited about that. I like the realism part of it. So I think we are a little over time. I think I lost track of how long this episode's been. So I'm just going to put a cut in there. I'll probably bring you back when I'm a little further along with the straw picking up, which is the last thing we need to do this month. So then I'll bring you in and we can fast forward to September and continue on with more harvesting. And also see how much pig food is used up. That'll be interesting to see as well. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Have a good one.